Hey everybody, welcome to
Sockeytome.
Hey everybody, it's Dedo. We're back. Another episode of Sockeytome. I'm here with Keebler,
Hey everybody, how's it going?
and we are here for the bacon.
Yeah, I love me some bacon.
Sockeytome, the podcast that connects
Hopefully we
people to
get
people.
A little bit of eggs, side of toast.
Oh boy,
Not that kind of bacon?
you are in a jovial mood this afternoon.
I am. That's because I got my Celsius over here.
I'm not sure I really like that. I think you should
Yeah.
stop drinking it.
All right.
At least put a nipple on it. Slow it down,
Yeah,
man.
slow it down.
Anyway, we are here. We are going to talk about 6 degrees of separation, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah,
No.
I'm ready to learn.
We are all about connecting people to people.
What better way to do it?
Yeah.
With a little bacon.
And it's crazy because there are some people that are really, really good at it.
Yeah, we know a few.
And there are some people that absolutely suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you might be looking at one of them right here.
No, you're one of the ones that are good at it.
I could be.
You are. But there are people out there that just have a hard time making friends.
Yeah, that's true.
And then there's people like me that can't shut up.
Now, you go around I could probably walk down the street in maybe New Haven. Hey, you know Dedo? Shit, yeah, I know Dedo.
That's
Fucking guy's a righteous dude.
That's how it goes.
That's how it goes.
Are you talking about the prophet? You talking about that prophet up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the 6 degrees of separation is a theory
Okay.
that was devised way back in like the 1800s by a guy.
It's right at the tip of your tongue.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Frigyes Carinthy,
Oh,
I believe it was his name.
that's a good. Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
You spit that out nice.
And he started with handshakes.
Okay.
His whole thing was 6 handshakes out of 30, every 6 handshakes out of 30 people.
Yep.
They're going to turn around,
Shake another 6.
shake another 6, or shake another 30.
Yep.
And eventually you will have literally shook everybody's hand, which is really, if you think about it, common sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Eventually, you're gonna shake everybody's hand. You'd think.
Right. So you are, and it combines with like, wow, it's really a small world if you think about it.
Yeah.
It's like I called for a mortgage to a thing in Tennessee,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And I got a guy from the town over from us.
No kidding.
Yeah. He's working in Tennessee at a mortgage company. I call him. He's from the town over from where we live. And we're talking about the construction that's going on. It's like, wow.
Are you talking about the thing in Cheshire?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. The new shopping mall and all that
Mall
stuff.
and the condos. Yep.
The condos. And we're talking about it. I'm like, I can't believe I called
Guy from Tennessee.
a random mortgage company
Right.
in Tennessee. Got a guy from Cheshire. And we had a conversation for
No
like,
kidding.
and we kept in touch.
Love it.
He's like,
Really?
Yeah, he's like, anytime something happens, I'll let you know.
No kidding.
I was like,
I love it.
perfect.
This is what you do.
That's how easy it is for somebody like me.
Right.
But it isn't easy like for people. Some people can't do that,
No, true.
which is crazy. And it was all by chance.
Right.
None of it. Not only that, but he owns a restaurant chain around here. Mission Barbecue. He doesn't. I lied. His cousin
His
does.
cousin does. Okay. Yeah.
His cousin does.
Oh, that's some good barbecue too.
That's some good barbecue up
Yeah.
here. That really is. And they do a great job. They do.
I agree.
But anyway, I wanted to get into talking about how people meet people.
Yep.
And why there are people that are really good at it and why there are people that really aren't. And then we'll get into talking about 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Oh boy.
Because I'm 1 degree from Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, you are.
I'll tell you that story around the end.
I can't wait.
But anyway, so it's a mathematic equation or algorithm of 6 steps.
Right.
That's the degrees of separation. And it's been glamorized. It got glamorized. It became famous in like the 90s
Okay.
because Kevin Bacon himself said that something like he had worked with everybody or he's worked with
Right. He's
somebody
like
that
the
has worked with
center
someone
of
else.
The entertainment.
Yes.
Right.
And so that started out. And 3 guys in like Pennsylvania.
And he didn't really, at first, he didn't really care for it.
No, he didn't. Yeah.
He thought it was like a diss against him, you know?
Well,
It's like putting him down. But
I
then
wouldn't really call it this, but
yeah.
it wasn't the most positive thing.
No. But then he grew to like it because he realized that he knows a lot of people or worked with a lot of people,
Yeah.
you know?
And that's why it became about Kevin Bacon.
Right.
And it was 3 guys from Albright College in
In
Pennsylvania,
Pennsylvania.
that came up with this because they watched 2 movies back to back.
Okay.
And they're like, wow, he really did work with everybody. So then,
He's been around.
so the story is that you go and you take an arbitrary actor
Okay.
and then you have to go and see how many, you have to do it within 6 steps to get to Kevin
To
Bacon.
get to Kevin Bacon. Okay.
And most of them now are like 2 steps.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
And you're 1 step.
I'm one step, but we'll get to that later.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
Get to that later.
story of the day.
Social media says it's 3.5 steps, which with social media nowadays, it probably is.
It could be.
Because you're probably connected to more people, not necessarily connected. It's not like you're shaking hands anymore.
Right, right. Because
But you're friend requesting.
On social media, you get around a lot quicker than shaking the hands.
Which we talked about last episode.
Right.
So they claim it's less now. But it's no fun at 3.5 steps.
No.
And you're not picking any actors to do this with.
True.
It's like yourself. Like I'm 2 degrees. 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon. I'm not 1 degree. 1 degree would mean I actually had to work with Kevin
Bacon. Gotcha.
So, and like I was saying, this ties in with a small world, that small world theory. Like you turn around and like, oh yeah. Now, I've noticed in the small world theory that there are a lot of people that name drop.
Right.
And they'll go, so let's just say we're gonna go back to New Haven for pizza.
Okay.
And we're sitting there talking with the waitress.
Yeah, Donna.
At Sally's. Yeah.
At Sally's. Yeah.
We're like, yeah, Donna, where are you from? And she's like, I'm from Barkhamsted, right?
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, Barkhamsted, do you know such and such?
That's where my in-laws lived.
Well, yeah. So you say, do you know my in-laws?
Yeah, you know the Ravagios?
And she'll be like, yeah. Oh my God, you know them? All of a sudden, your world just got smaller.
Lots. Yep.
So now you are now 2 degrees away from Ravagios.
Right.
Because of her. That's how that all goes. And that's how people meet. And it's funny to watch because, like I said, there are people that are naturals at it, and there are people that just absolutely suck.
Right.
And I've watched people, and it's funny to watch them.
And you have a friend that's awesome at it.
He's awesome at it. He does it all the time, does it everywhere, and it doesn't matter. He's just so good at it.
Yeah.
And his name is Ham.
Our boy Ham.
Ham will walk up to anybody and just be like, "Hey, how are you? You know, I'm such and such. I'm Ham." They'll tell him his name. He's like, "Where are you from?" And all of a sudden, he's got a full-on conversation going. And he's great at it. He's great at it. And he's pleasant.
I love that guy.
I do too. And he's pleasant about it. And it's just crazy how well he can do it.
Yeah.
I obviously do it in a different way. I like to use humor first. I don't go in and start saying, "Hey, do you know this person or this person?" I go in and I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to handle that." Something, whatever it is.
Right.
And crack a joke real quick to break the ice.
Yep.
And then I start talking to people.
Right.
And that's how I do it personally.
Yeah.
But
mine is probably through my profession when I was a mailman.
Well, you probably know everybody anyway.
I know quite a few people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually met, well, you wouldn't know him. Major League umpire used to live on my route back yeah.
Didn't you deliver to Berman?
Oh, Chris Berman, yeah.
Yeah.
He used to call me Tom. Could never get my name right. I love you, man. I mean, he was a good, righteous guy. Come to his front door, middle of January, Hawaiian shirt, shorts, and sandals.
You, right now.
Yep.
I didn't know this. This is completely out of the blue. Connect yourself to Kevin Bacon through Chris Berman.
Through Chris Berman? Oh.
I know. I don't know if I can do it either, but let's try.
Oh, man. Well, I can't think. Chris Berman was
in a movie with Will Ferrell.
He's been on, hasn't he been on like the Adam Sandler movies?
Yes. What movie was Will Ferrell in the Adam Sandler? So that's how you do this.
Right.
So now you would go, was Adam Sandler ever in a movie with Kevin Bacon? Right. This is how we put it together.
That's how you put it together.
So it would be Chris. I know Chris Berman.
Yep.
Who was in a movie with Adam Sandler, but there's other people in Adam Sandler movies who have probably been in a movie with Kevin Bacon.
Shit.
Or a show.
Wish I would have thought of that before we started this, because I could have gave you the rundown.
Right. Well, it will take too long right now to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, when we get to video, we'll have it figured out for you.
Well, it's going to be too late because they're going to get the video first.
Oh, shit.
You're still struggling with the video stuff.
I am. Dude, I don't pay attention. Like I said, if I paid attention, I'd learn something new every day.
I got to remember the movie right here. And I'll tell you my story right now. Yeah, it seems to fit.
Yeah, this is running right into our...
All right. I'm 2 degrees from Kevin Bacon. I met Mary Steenburgen in Martha's Vineyard.
Did you really?
Yes. Talked to her, said, "Hey, how are you? Nice to meet you, blah, blah, blah." Which says to me that we are now friends. Not at all, but it says to me we are now friends.
Well, yeah, I would go with that.
Mary Steenburgen was in a movie, End of the Line, with Kevin Bacon.
No kidding.
So that would be my connection to Kevin Bacon.
Wow.
Yeah. So...
That's pretty good. I love it.
And I'm sure if you IMDb'd Berman,
yep,
you could figure it out right now.
Oh, you probably could. You know who could figure it out really quick? Greg.
Yeah, but he's dead. He's on the McAfee show. I gotta stop saying that.
He's a couple steps up from us now.
Yeah.
God damn you, Greg.
Well, look at it this way.
We're gonna have to edit this out.
Berman has been in a lot of things.
Well, he's been in a lot of movies. Yeah, usually he's himself, sports broadcasting.
All right. He was in Necessary Roughness, the program, Eddie Kingpin, Coach, and just real quick, see if anything overlaps real quick, and then I'll just type them in together.
All right.
This is where I'm failing.
This is where you suck.
Shut up.
Okay, Chris Berman was in Grown Ups too.
Yeah. Hold on. Damn, Kevin Bacon's been in a lot of shit.
Christ, we could have used Greg.
Yeah. All right. Let's just do it this way.
He was in Necessary Roughness, Draft Day.
They both live in Connecticut.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, we have wasted a lot of time there. I should have pushed pause.
Probably should have.
Anyway, we'll get that for the video.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Give me a story.
What kind of story?
You ever run into anybody in your life that you didn't know you were related to?
Yeah. You want a funny story?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story.
I'll tell you one back.
All right. This goes back to when I started dating after I got divorced. Went online.
Tell me you didn't date your
I
cousin.
went on a date with one of my third cousins. Swear to God. But she was my third cousin.
Yeah. I didn't go on a date, but mine.
Yeah, we went on a date.
Mine's kind of like that.
We started bullshitting, and next thing you know, we're like, wait a minute. And I was like, what's your mother's name? And I was like, are you kidding me? And she's like, no. Like, well, this is my father's name. She's like, are you kidding me? So we both made a call at the same time, got our parents on the line. I was like, yeah, that's my second cousin. So I'm like, wait, holy Christ.
So it's a little family reunion.
Yeah.
Through social media.
Through social media. Yeah.
And I had nothing to do with that, everyone. I just want you to know that. No, I was at a golf tournament once, and I'm sitting there, and it was for the Rotary Club, I believe.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there, and there's like 4 people up on stage, and one of them's a young girl. Younger
girl. Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, why does she look familiar? There's something about that girl. I either know her from somewhere, or I had no idea who she was. Zero. Now, just to preface this whole story, I have a whole side of the family I don't really even know.
Okay.
I don't even know.
Mother's side?
Father's side. And so I'm sitting there. We finished a round of golf. We finished the tournament. We're sitting there for the dinner afterwards, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And that girl walks up to me and she says, hey, you're my cousin.
Just out of the blue.
Out of the blue.
How did she know your name?
She knew who I was.
She did.
She did. She knew who I was. I didn't know who she was. And she walked up to me and she's like, you're my cousin.
And then you went on a date with her?
No, I never went on a date with her.
Come on.
No.
I got to save face here.
But it was weird because I was looking at her. I'm like, why do I know her?
Right.
How do I know her? Why is she so familiar?
Okay.
And I'd never met her before. I hadn't ever seen a picture of her.
No kidding.
And I'm at this golf tournament, and this girl,
just out of the blue.
Yeah, is like, it wasn't anything weird. It was just like, why do I know her?
Right. You had a feeling.
I had a feeling.
Yep.
And then she walked up to me. She's like, you're my cousin.
No kidding.
I'm like, wow. And she was from the other side of the family that I have never really met.
No. Wow.
Yep. And she's like, hey,
that's pretty
how are
cool.
you? And we hit it off, obviously, because we're family now.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
And but
she lives in Connecticut?
She lives in Southington.
She lives right in Southington.
She lives in town.
Wow.
Yep. She went to Southington High School and everything.
Holy crap.
My entire family that I don't know lives in Southington.
Are you kidding me?
I wouldn't know if I was related to him or not.
How the hell does that happen?
I don't know, but I'm trying to find it out.
Wait, what's your father? What else has he been holding out on you?
No, he didn't hold out.
Oh, he didn't?
I knew this the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So, long story short, my grandfather was exiled from the family because he married an Irish woman.
Ooh, boy.
And so that side of the family said, nah.
So the Italians didn't like the Irish.
They didn't like it. Okay. So they disowned him.
Gotcha.
And then my father and his brothers and sisters and my grandmother were by themselves.
Okay.
So I have a whole set of family members. I don't even know who they are.
Really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's nuts. I got stories for days. We should talk about that stuff at some point in time.
Man.
I could tell you stories that make your head spin.
That one, I'm still trying to stop my head. It's like the exorcism in here.
She walked up to me and she's like, yeah, we're cousins. I was like, who the fuck are you? I don't know you.
That's good stuff.
Like I said, she ended up being really nice. She was sweet, nice. And
nice.
We hit it off. It was great. It was nice to meet her.
Yeah.
It was really nice to meet her. So then I find out my aunt went to Italy.
Okay.
And I have relatives over there. Same name and everything. And they're loaded. Apparently.
Really? What happened to you? Where's your cut?
No. They make their own money. They're in Italy.
Yeah.
They grow
that's
their own
cool.
olives. It's nuts.
Olives?
Yeah. But this is how small the world really is.
It is, yeah. I mean, once you reach out and you really
Yeah.
think about things,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm calling Tennessee. I get a guy from Cheshire.
Yep.
I'm at a golf tournament. I meet a cousin I don't even know I have. And then I find out I've got relatives in Italy that I've never met.
Wow.
I'm like, wow, this is nuts.
This is crazy.
23andMe bullshit. Deado, bro. The prophet.
Profit brings people together.
What's got 2 thumbs in as a prophet? This guy. So
Well, we went way off track here.
not really.
No? Well,
No,
We're going to have to do a lot of editing.
This was,
I also met Chris Fowler from ESPN. I mean,
Yeah.
they all lived in Cheshire.
we
You
could
know.
sit here and just go, like, I'm 1 degree from Will Ferrell because I met Ditka.
Oh, yeah.
Ditka, Emmett Smith, Sean Salisbury, who's
Really?
in Adam Sandler movies.
Yep.
Who else? Rich Eisen.
Where'd you see
Stuart
all these guys?
Scott.
Downtown?
Oh, yeah.
Downtown Southington?
Always, yeah. Because ESPN's right up the street.
True.
So they were always downtown.
Yep.
And I used to play basketball at the Y with Stuart Scott and Rich Eisen.
Oh, he played there.
Yeah.
No
Yep.
kidding. God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He was a good guy.
He was.
You know what? I got a story for you talking about Stuart Scott. You'll see my shirt and video, but I took my kid.
The Gaho?
The GAHO, yeah. GHO, what it was used to be called, the Greater Hartford Open here in Connecticut. Took my son to the Pro-Am Day, and Stuart Scott's coming down the fairway, and Keith walks up, 7 years old. Hey, Mr. Scott, he says to him, can you sign my hat? And the guy says, Stuart Scott says to the security guy, goes, let this kid come out here. He walked the whole hole with Stuart Scott.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God. Yep. Signed his hat, gave him a couple of golf balls, a little bit of candy too. I guess he had a stash in his golf bag.
No kidding.
I swear to God.
He always had a rap of being like a mean guy.
Exactly.
But every time I met him or saw him, he was always very pleasant.
Very pleasant. Yep. He's
I was
like
how does he get this
motioning,
rap?
giving the motion to me to let my son come, and he says, "Hey, let that kid come out here." And he walked the whole hole. Keith was ecstatic. It was awesome. Little things like that,
Yeah. And it's funny seeing those guys walk around.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be like these superstars.
Yep.
And then they're just
They have a soft
out of the
side,
bar.
Yeah.
And they're sitting there having drinks. You walk
Right.
up to him, you're like, hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
you
champ.
talk about Ditka. I remember him now that you said went downtown Southington. My sister used to talk to him all the time. They're like friends because he'd go into the fireplace and he's like, "Buy my girls around." They'd be all sitting in the corner.
Yep.
My sister and her wife and some of their friends. Hey, get my girls around.
And
Hook them up.
And they all stopped and talked.
Yeah, and exactly.
They weren't really dicks.
No. Well, he was a dick.
He
was Mike Ditka.
no. He didn't want to be bothered.
No, he didn't. Right.
But he wasn't really a dick.
Right.
I
mean, if you mind your business and just, gave him his space, they open right up,
Yeah.
especially him. He was like a big teddy bear.
One night, I sat at a bar with Sean Salisbury. It was he and I, and we were watching Red Sox and Yankees game.
No kidding.
He and I. Now, I don't know this guy. I know who he is, obviously, but he doesn't know me.
You
And
don't
I've
know
never
you.
met him before. We're
Right.
just sitting next to each other. And he
Chatting away.
yeah, and we're talking about the girls at the bar.
Yep.
And which ones are hot and which ones aren't.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, and I'm waiting for 2 girls to come get me.
Really?
They walk in, they come up, and they're like, hey, you ready to go? I'm like, yeah. Sorry, but I got to run. He looks at me with like 3 glances. Woof, woof, woof. What? Like,
He's like, that's my guy. That's my new friend, Deado.
it was good hanging out with you. See you later.
Loser.
Yeah. I felt bad, but what are you going to do?
Hey,
Come on, Sean.
when you got it, you got it. Apparently, he doesn't have it.
He was a good guy, too, though.
Was he?
Yeah, it was funny sitting next to him. He was pleasant. He was nice. He was funny.
Right.
He was cracking jokes. Because obviously, if you make it to the big leagues in any sport,
Oh, yeah.
you can break stones like nobody's business.
Absolutely.
Like there are some better than others, but you have to have a level of breaking stones in order
Now,
to get to that level.
He wasn't, was he not that high of a draft pick, was he?
I don't know.
I can't
I
remember
don't know.
either, but
I just know he
I
was
know
a quarterback for the Vikings.
he's backup quarterback, basically.
No, he was a quarterback for a while.
He was the
A couple
starter?
seasons he was a starter.
Really?
Yeah.
That I don't remember.
He was a backup for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was mostly a career backup guy.
I guess you could say that.
Yeah,
He was, but there were a couple years where he was the starter.
gotcha.
And he did well.
Oh, yeah, if you make it to that level,
Yeah.
I mean,
So here we are.
Yep.
Sitting here talking about connecting people. And this is what happens around here, right?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And now we're connecting ourselves to Kevin Bacon.
We're trying like hell.
Trying like hell to do it. And it's nuts how simple it really is. And
Yeah, if you take a long look at it and
because
just reflect on where you've been and who you met, and it's like, damn,
And-
I'm 2 steps away.
everybody's right there,
Yeah.
especially with the internet now. You're
Oh,
2
it's
steps
even-
away from anybody.
Oh, it's really close now.
You could legit send Kevin Bacon a message right now yourself.
Yep.
That's how easy it is.
No kidding.
But back in the 90s, if you could get within 3, you were a legend.
No shit.
That's how that went.
I'll tell you one person you don't want to be connected to.
Who?
Diddy.
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Oh, hell no.
It's funny how all those people said those bad things about him all those
Yeah,
years.
it's a little rewind that we're doing here.
Yeah. Let's not do that, though.
No, okay.
Yeah. We're getting to the end of this. I hope I have
Wow.
enough. We might have to redo this whole show.
We might have to,
We might.
because we
We
got a brain freeze in there.
I have a whole set of notes written out.
Yep.
They were useless. Absolutely useless. I didn't use any of them.
I told you, I'm just coming along for the ride.
Oh, man. We got off on a tangent on that
Yeah,
one.
when you told me about this show, I was like, I'll just come and share some airspace with you.
That's fine.
Because, I like to hang out.
Yep. And now we're going to head over to the old video,
Oh, boy.
and we'll go from there.
Couple of clowns.
A couple of clowns.
Sammy J, come and watch.
So, yeah, Sammy J, we got to give, I always forget to throw out shout outs.
Yeah, well, we nailed Ham today.
Yeah.
Ham got the big one today.
He got the big one. He got credit and everything.
Yeah,
He's good at what he does.
he's really good.
Except I'm still pissed at him for not talking to Julianne Hough.
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear to God.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you
Ham.
that story quick, and hopefully it makes it into this. We went up to Vermont
Yep.
for a ski trip,
Oh, damn Ham.
and we were at, I believe it was the Wobbly Barn in
That's the
Vermont.
name of the bar?
Yeah, there's the Pickle Barrel and the Wobbly Barn. There are
Okay.
two big ones. I think it was a Wobbly Barn. I can't quite remember. But Chuck Wicks was performing there that night.
Okay.
Chuck Wicks is a country singer. He's a country artist.
Gotcha.
She was dating him at the time.
No.
Yeah. Swear
And
to God.
she was in the house?
Oh, God, yeah. And Ham and I are up there.
Yep.
And I'm like, Ham, I'm elbowing him.
Right.
I'm like, go talk to that girl. She's freaking hot. Because I knew he
You
could talk
didn't
to
really know her who it was
I
at
had
the time?
no idea. He
Gotcha.
did.
Oh,
He
he
did.
did.
He did.
Okay.
I didn't. He did. And he's like, dude, do you know who that is? I'm like, no. That's why I want to find out.
Well, you don't look like a Dancing with the Stars type of dude.
No. This was well before.
Well before.
This was almost before
Wow.
she was actually
Really?
Julianne Hough.
No kidding.
Yeah, this is right on the cusp of when she became her.
Right. When
Yeah.
she got status.
Yep. He's like, that's Julianne Hough. I look at him
And you're
like,
like, who the hell's
who
Julian?
the fuck is that? I have no idea.
I can see
I was
your
like,
face.
oh, I know
now.
she has blue eyes and she's hot.
Yeah,
Let's go
a little-
talk to her.
A little blondie.
He's like, I'm not going up there. And I'm not going up to her. I was like, why not? I'll go with you. And so he didn't want to do it.
Oh, Ham.
And that's because she was actually dating Chuck Wicks at the time
Gotcha.
and whatever. So he knew the story. I didn't
You didn't know.
know, but I tried to get him to do it. And
You
that's one of the
tried.
stories.
Yeah, I love it.
And if you ask him, he'll tell you it's true.
How about the time, and I don't want to run off another tangent here, when you and I we had that softball tournament in Rhode Island, up on Federal Hill there.
What did I do?
No, remember you and I drove up later and Miller and Ham drove up before us, and you and I hit every bar going up the hill.
And I said, they're going
And
to be
you're
sitting
going to be
there.
sitting in one bar, and I bet you they were here all night.
Yep.
And they'll be talking with the bartender.
That's when I was going to get a free tattoo
Yeah.
because there was a tattoo convention.
Yeah.
And she's like, you're a blank canvas.
You're perfect canvas because you have nothing going on. But long story short,
Oh, yeah.
Detto and I going about 8 bars, having a great time. We get to the last bar. There they are, sitting in the corner, talking to some bartender. Hey, what have you guys been doing? Wow, we're waiting for you. We've been here all night waiting. And you're like, of course you have.
No, I looked at you and I was like, I told you.
I told you so.
I told you.
But Detto was right again. The prophet.
And we hit every bar.
Every bar we were
Screw
crisscrossing.
them,
the
they're going to be
street.
waiting for us.
Yeah, crisscrossing the streets.
Where the hell are these guys? We want to go do something. Anyway, all right, that was a good time.
That was a good time.
It
I
turned
don't know
out
if
to
it
be-
made any sense, but it was a good time.
It did make sense because look, even then, we made friends with that tattoo artist.
Oh my God, yeah.
Her name was Elisa, I believe.
I think you're right.
And
Yep.
she wanted, we tried to get into that tattoo fest, and we would never have met up with Ham or Miller
If we went.
because we would have gone in there.
Yep.
But it was too
It
late.
was too late. It was closed. Yeah. She's like, she goes, why don't you guys come back? They'll be here all
She
weekend.
gave us passes.
Yep.
Yep. And we didn't go.
We didn't go.
Anyway, but that's how you meet people.
Yep.
You
Just gotta be friendly. Be
just got-
yourself.
And you just got to be me.
Just be Detto.
No, I'm saying just be me.
Yeah, be yourself.
Not me. Just be me.
I wanna
Whoever you
be-
are.
I want to be you for a day.
Well, no, you don't.
No.
Few do. Anyway, all right. That brings us to the end of this one. We're going over to video. Guys, as always, thanks for joining us. And, be good. Hey, everybody. It's Detto. I want to give a shout out to my buddy Larry over at Legendary Graphics. He designed our logo for us. Came out fantastic. He does wraps. He does all kinds of customized stuff for you. If you get a chance, go to legendary.com. That's legendary.com. Check it out for anything you need. All right, guys. Thanks. Be good.
Sockeytome.
Hey, everybody. It's Detto. Thanks for checking out the show today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to us. We can hook up, interact. You can tell us what you like about the show. Talk about what you don't like about the show. Give us information and insight. We'd appreciate it. We only want to make the show better for you guys. Also, if you get a chance, head over to sumassembly.net. That's our sponsor, and he could really use some business. All right? As always, everybody, be good.
Sockeytome.